Well, hey everybody, it's Tom here. Welcome back to my shop. Can you believe Christmas is like 6 weeks away? Wow. So as I'm filming this intro, it is the middle of November. So I got to get on the ball. So you saw the title of the video. Going to make a Christmas present for Brad. You guys have seen Brad on the channel. He comes up here a lot to give me a hand, or two hands. And he was a big help getting the metal roof erected. Of course, so was Michael, but I've already got something for Michael, so we're going to make something for Brad. Now, Brad is not a welder, machinist, or metal fab guy, so I was scratching my head to try to figure out what to come up with for him this year for a Christmas present. And I remembered he likes old tractors, especially Allis Chalmers tractors. I believe he has a couple of them. So I figured, what the heck, why not put together a Allis Chalmers tractor for him here in the shop. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to build it out of scrap material. So come along, we should have some fun and make some chips fly. So what's not to like, right? Let me grab the camera, take you over to the workbench and show you our plan of attack. Hopefully you guys can see this pretty well and it's not getting too blown out. So just pulled a random picture. This is a Allis Chalmers model 5020 tractor. Not sure the year. Maybe 70s. Looking at the style, I don't know. So figured we'll make something in the lines of something like this. Should be fairly easy. Well, here's my materials. I got some Delrin. We'll use those for the front wheels. Picked up these gears because I didn't know what to use for the rear wheels, so I figured this would be cool. Use these for the rear wheels. It's kind of, emulates tractor tire tread. Use this washer. We'll cut it in half, and we can make those the inner fenders. The main body, I got this big hunk of aluminum or aluminium, depending on where you live, and it's about let's see, it looks like it's 1 1/4 inch thick, either 60-61 or 70-75, not sure. I guess we'll find out when it machines. And some rod for the axles. I guess make the seat out of this. Not sure what I'm gonna make the steering wheel out of. We got the exhaust and a trailer hitch and stuff out of this rod. So, we'll do our best with what we got. So I think let me go ahead and kind of lay out the dimension that I've come up with. This is just obviously a rough sketch. We'll kind of modify as we go, but this kind of gives you an idea of what I'm shooting for. So let me lay this body out and then we'll start cutting. This is my last can of spray dicum. I had it for, at least 10 years. Probably about a third left. Don't know if I can still get this stuff or not, but it sure is handy when you got large areas. So I need to change the blade. Let you guys see what the inside of a Dual ML16 bandsaw looks like. That's a bunch of chip packing in there. So do-all made it real easy to change the blades. So this is 10 to 14. I got an 8 to 12 put on there. Ideally I'd like about a 4 to 6 to really cut through this 1.25" aluminum, but we'll just have to make do with this. Of course, this little hand wheel ain't very efficient. Makes it hard to crank. All right, see how she runs. Alright, let's give her a whirl. I got kind of what we need. Now I gotta cut this out and trim that, and we'll have us a tractor body. All set up over here at the Bainey mill. Here we'll go ahead and fly cut the top of the tractor here. Not going to take too much off the first pass just because it's uneven until we get a establishment. We got an aluminum cutting insert in that fly cutter, if I didn't mention it. Got it set on the slowest feed rate also. See what the surface finish looks like. It's looking pretty good right now. 500 RPM. Well, just gonna take a few more thou for a cleanup pass and we should be good on this top part. gonna be kind of a shame to get a really nice surface finish and then we're gonna paint it. The Allis Chalmers tractors aren't silver, they're orange, so it's gonna get an orange paint job. Looks like it cleaned up this face here, and I was doing this, but we gotta go deeper. 2 flute 3/4 inch end mill. Need to clean the front of the tractor up now. Need to go a little deeper. See if we can do it one pass. Nope. A little more. Got a 5-degree tilt on it. Just kind of guessed looking at the picture of a 50-20 when the front is on it. Looks like we got it. Well, I think all the milling is done, so I think we got us a tractor body. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good. So that's the rake I was talking about. And the front will be basically where you put the extra counterweights. That's what this is right there. So cool. Now let's figure out, I guess, where to put the holes for the axles. What you got, buddy? I said, quit milling, Daddy, and throw my toy. Hi. You gotta drop it. Like playtime, huh? So who's the good shop dog? So I'm the good shop dog. I'm the best shop dog. Yeah. Alright, drop it. Just gonna punch a hole in the body for the rear axle, and this center bore here is 6mm. So I got a number 1 stubby drill bit, and then we'll ream it to 6mm for a nice fit. Alright, 1 rear axle. And so we can put it together here, get a little mock-up going. See if I'm staying in frame or not. If I'm not, sorry guys. I'll just nip down 1 set screw here so it doesn't go anywhere. There's 1. There. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. Kind of a looking like a tractor. Sweet. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do is work on the front wheels. Got some Delrin here. We'll take it over to the lathe, do a little bit of work, make a couple tires. Got a button insert. It's kind of make like a tire feature, I guess. You know, just having fun. Kind of looks like a tractor tire, doesn't it? Maybe a little more. Do an even number for depth here. 20 thou. There we Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Sweet. Going deep enough as I'm making 2. That should be plenty. All right. Don't think the carriage is going to move, but we'll lock it anyways. Just good practice. Where did you go? There you are. So there's the feature I put in. I think that looks pretty cool. So I'll get the other one done off camera, and then what we'll have to do is make a little mandrel to hold these so we can get the other side of the tires. I'll bring you back for that. So I got the arbor knocked out, just a smidge and a run out. I'm not going to bump it around with the dial indicator. Now, we are going to have a smidgen of a clearance issue. Looks like the button insert is going to kiss that cap head barely. So, we're going to be cutting on the front and the side. At least we don't have to go in very deep. There's our 0 for there. All right, that's all we needed. Since we're trying to make these look like tires, let's go ahead and break these outer corners, try to round them down a little bit, make them look like a round tire, right? Yeah, come in over here, I guess. See how it'll do. Get a better radius. Just come in there in the middle. There you go. Get you up here where you guys can see it. That looks pretty good. I think that'll be good enough. And we'll just flip it around, rinse and repeat. Gonna cut the groove for the front axle. This is a 1/4-inch ball end mill. I don't have a 6mm ball end mill, so this will have to do. It's close enough. Got a little bit of stick out. This is kind of a long end mill, but it's all I got. And we're cutting aluminum, so we should be okay. I'll just take it easy. Another 30. Alright, I went a depth of 140 thou. So, what I wanted was a nice groove here to retain the axle. So that should work with a little bit of epoxy. And hopefully kind of emulate what the tractor looks like with the axle under it. That's why I didn't want to put a hole in it and have it covered up. So, plus now it'll actually kind of sit almost level, or just had a tad bit of rake to the front. So cool. We are in the downstretch. Haven't figured out how I want to do the headlights yet, whether I want to drill a couple holes and thread in, put a couple screws in there so the heads of the screws act like headlights, or maybe I think I got some white Delrin, turn down a couple small little white plugs of Delrin and put them there for headlights. I hadn't decided yet, I don't know. But we do need to put a hole in the top for the exhaust pipe muffler, and I need to put a hole in the back for the hitch. So I guess we'll take this over to the Albany mill. Take this over to the Excello mill, pardon me. We're at the Albany right now, and we'll get those holes punched in. So a little bit change of plans since I want the tractor to be able to roll. That front axle is going to be stationary, so turning a new one out of aluminum, and that way we can thread the ends, put a couple small button head screws, and we can retain the wheels that way, and then it'll still roll. So this is a 1/2 inch in diameter. I got to turn her down to 1/4, and then we'll turn the ends down to 6mm, and then thread the holes. Nothing like designing on the fly, so I've taken it down to 3/8 of an inch, 375. I think if I start taking it down, all the way to 1/4, it's just gonna be, like wet spaghetti. So, dug through my end mill drawer. I've got a 2 flute 3/8 ball end mill, so that'll be perfect. So what we can do is we can open up that bottom slot I put on the tractor, so we can keep this axle at that diameter, so it'll be a little bit stronger. So that's the plan. Last pass. Test fit our tire. Sweet. All right. I wanted it just a couple thou proud here, so we put the screw in. It'll retain the wheel, but it won't stop it from rotating. Nice. Now I already tapped that 632. Just did a hand tap. Nothing's fancy about that. Figured you guys didn't want to see that. So let me get this turned around and I'll rinse and repeat this other side. Do a test fit. Okay, I need to take out just a smidge more. I think we'll be there. Alright, just finished the front axle. Can't really see much from there because I've got it sitting down in the vise, so I didn't bother filming it. But all I did was mill a flat, and then we drilled a through hole for 832 that's going to go in here, and it's going to hold the axle up under the body of the tractor. Just going to hand tap it. It's just so small. See if I can get it started straight with you guys in the way. Probably not seeing much except my gloves. Well, with a little bit of assembly there, it's starting to look like a tractor. What do you think? So now it rolls. Probably roll better on a better surface. But to give you an idea what it looks like, I think the tires look pretty good. And that's how I did the underneath for the front axle. So it's secured there with the 832 sitting in basically a trough. So, and like I said, the wheels roll. This one rolls good. This one's a little bit tight. It'll loosen up, I guess, as it goes. So I think now what I want to do is work on those fenders. So I got this washer, right diameter. So I think I'm going to do is cut her off, and then we'll figure out best way to attach it. I'm not sure yet whether we bolt it to the sides here or maybe mill a slot and then, you know, put it in there. So let me go ahead and get this at least in half so I can kind of work with it and get a plan of attack. See if we're deep enough. Nice, that works, sweet. So I get an idea of what I'm doing. Let me get that other one drilled and tapped off camera. So I just whipped up this little seat off camera. Nothing special, just a piece of angle iron, rounded the corners, get her to sit about somewhere in there. And I got this spring, kind of emulate actually, you know, true tractor seat, but it's a little bit tall, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a couple rings out of here. Bring it down a little bit. And maybe a little more. There you go. It'll be something like that, I think. Figured I'd go ahead and get the steering wheel hole in. We'll get the steering wheel in, and that way we'll know basically where we can locate the seat. So that's what I'm doing now. Just going to drill and tap a 1/4 hole. See how the seat looks. Maybe a little bit high, may need to go a little bit more. So I think that looks pretty good, don't you think? Good height. Yeah, alright, I'll take that. Sweet. Just drilling the holes for the headlights. Well, there it is, all together assembled, minus the seat and the exhaust pipe here and the hitch for the back. Got my piece of bar right here. Already got it bent for the rear. I'm just going to keep it as one piece because it's easier to handle and paint. And then once it's painted and it's dried, then I'll snip this end off and I'll snip a piece of this off. So there's the headlights. Making sure it's not getting blown out by the light there. I think it came out pretty darn good. What do you think? Looks like a Allis Chalmers tractor. So I'll go ahead and get it all disassembled, cleaned up, and let's get some orange paint on it. Well, here we go. Just getting it all assembled. Coming together nicely, I think. So let me get this exhaust pipe in here. Knocking stuff down. I think Brad's going to be happy with it. So the spring idea, I thought it looked cool, but the problem was couldn't get it to sit perfectly straight. It wanted to like cockeye no matter what I did, so which means when you look at it, the seat would have been off a little bit here or there no matter how I tried to twist and turn the spring. And of course that would have just drove me crazy to look at this nice tractor and then see this cattywampus seat. So just did basically a stud that's going to go in here. I'll do a little bit of probably Loctite or retaining compound, I think. But let's get the headlights on. What do you think? So this has been a fun project. It's nice to come down to the shop and do something fun instead of worrying about trying to get customers' parts out the door and chasing thousands or even half thousands or whatever the case may be. You can come down here and just enjoy your shop and make something like this. No tight tolerances. Kind of design as you go. So I think that's what our shops are all about. Have fun in them, because it's so easy just to get burdened with trying to turn stuff out. That is if you do it for a living or part-time job shop. If you're just a hobby shop, then it's no big deal. Brad is supposed to come up here in a week or two, I think, if everything pans out. So I will hopefully get some video of him, opening his present. So I think he's really going to like it. Can't beat a homemade present. And it's going to cooperate. There we go. So apologize for the lack of content the last few weeks. Just Hadn't had anything come in the door. Excuse the jets. They've been flying over here. We got I guess a military base that's got a flight pattern, so they've been zooming over lately. So as I was saying, sorry about no video content, but the work hasn't been coming in, slowing down. You know, fall, we had the elections here too in the United States and a lot of other things. It just, I guess, culminated. You know, people don't need anything made, or you know, they're putting off on repairs or whatnot. So anyways, yeah, we got to get the hitch on and it'll be complete. So all right, one tractor almost done. Look at that. It's a little bit too long. Let me cut her down. So guys, there it is, all complete. One Allis Chalmers 5020 tractor. I think it came out pretty darn good. It rolls fine, which is what I wanted it to do. Now I did put my maker's mark underneath. I'll show it to you in a picture. I don't want to turn this over right now because the retaining compound still hasn't set up fully. That's holding this seat in, so I don't want it to fall out or move and then set up crooked. So I'll give you a little walk around there. I think Brad will be tickled. And like I said, hopefully I can get his reaction when he opens the present and sees this. He should be tickled. So I appreciate you hanging out, following the project. Like I said, it was just a fun build, something to do for a friend. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I appreciate you subscribing and watching my videos. Not sure what the content's going to be like during the Christmas holiday. If I get a chance to get down here and do some stuff, I will. So I guess with that, it's going to be a wrap. Mr. Chaos says thanks for watching. I say thanks for watching. Leave comments down below. Thumbs up are always appreciated to move the algorithm on my little channel. And we'll catch you on the next project, all right? See you guys. Bye. Okay, so we got lucky. Brad came up. So I'm going to get him receiving his Christmas present. So it's under this box. It's not going to bite you. I swear it's not like a snake or a tarantula, all right? Okay. So I think you'll appreciate it.
An Allis Chalmers tractor. That's pretty badass. That's
so
awesome.
That's what I made for you.
Dude, that is so freaking cool, man.
I figured you'd appreciate it since you're an Allis Chalmers fan.
Dude, that is the cutest freaking thing.
Tires roll.
Dude, that is cool, man. That is so freaking cool. Man, I dig it, man. That's so cool. So cool you made it.
I was like, what am I going to get Brad for Christmas? So.
Well, that's awesome, pal. Good job.
Thank you, buddy. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.